Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in this video we are going to learn how to create a simple cleaning company website. So this is the website that we are going to create, and I want to take you through the website and then you see how the website really looks like. Now this tutorial is part of my upcoming web design tutorial that I'm about to release on Udemy, and I'll definitely tell you guys when the tutorials are ready. But it's a compilation of a different kinds of tutorials, and I want to give it to you guys first. This is basically about how to create a business website, and in this tutorial we're going to learn how to create a cleaning company website. So this is how the cleaning company website looks like. I mean, this particular website that we're going to create, this is the home page. Okay, so this is how the home page really looks like. So as you can see, it's having, you know, a hero section over here with this header over here. So the header is kind of like sticky. Okay, so when I scroll it becomes what, a sticky header over there, and the header have, you know, a book now button over there which will direct you to the contact page to send a message to the cleaning company. Now we have the hero section over here, and it's just a simple with some message over here just directing to the customers who will come over here that we are a trusted you know, cleaning partner in Accra, Ghana. And then the next one is also kind of like a little bit of your about history, or the about of the what of the company, so our story over here. And then we go to the next one, which is also our services. So this place you showcase all your services that you do in the cleaning company. So what services do you offer for the cleaning company? You showcase it over here. And then you come over here is where your testimonials, where the clients say about you, what you are going to, what you know, let people know that you really a trusted company. And then more people or more clients who have worked with you also would like you. So you showcase all the client testimonials, also some of them also over here. And then we have a little bit of a small call to action over here where, you know, you can be able to tell people what to do by just leaving a call to action over here for them to click and then book, you know, a cleaning service with you guys. So this is the homepage, and it's just simple homepage, nothing fancy, just simple, going straight to the point. Okay, now we also have the about page, which also showcase or tell more about what the about page. So as you can see, we also have a hero section over here with about us on top, and then the story, and then it goes down to say why choose you know, KD cleaning company. And then also it goes on to talk about the members of the company. So as you can see, this is what showcasing the members of the company also over here. And then the call to action over here, so you can showcase your cleaning technicians and you know, cleaning supervisors and all those who run the cleaning business that makes your business go on. You can showcase them all over here. So that is the about page. And then we also have the services page also. So as you can see over here, this is the services page. This is how it looks like. It's not really anything fancy, just describe or tell more about the services that you're going to get for residential, commercial, and then move in, move out cleaning. And then we also have your you know, your call to action. So as you can see, the call to action runs through it, and then it makes it a standard website. Now we also have this particular one, which is the contact us page over here, and this is just a simple contact form displaying in the page. Okay, so nothing fancy, just a contact us page whereby people can be able to, you know, leave their name, their email address, and then send you a message or contact you guys. Okay, so over here also you can decide to, you know, leave your contact details, your location, and other stuff also over here. Okay, so you can divide the this section into two. The form will be on one side, and then also your location, and then your contact telephone number and other stuff will also be there for them to be able to reach you easily. So guys, as you can see, this is how the cleaning website really looks like. It's nothing fancy, it's not anything big, it's just going to the point to tell showcasing you guys how you can be able to create a cleaning website without spending a dime. Okay, so all what you're gonna spend is just buying a domain name, and as you can see, even with this one, I created it on a subdomain. Okay, so I'll show you how you can be able to create your own subdomain if you have a domain already, and then also go ahead to create this cleaning company. So let's go into the video without wasting my time, and then let's start creating this cleaning website for yourself. Now, if you are new over here, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and let's grow together. Let's get into the video. Module 9, designing a business website. In this lesson, we are going to design a business website. Now, the website we are going to design is basically a cleaning business website. Now, what we are going to do in this lesson is in 7 steps. We're going to create a subdomain. We will also install WordPress. We will install a theme. We'll install Elementor, and we'll use Elementor to create our pages and design them. And then lastly, we are going to create a header and footer. So the first one is to create a subdomain from our cPanel. The next one is install WordPress. The third one is install theme. The fourth one is install Elementor. And then the fifth one, we're going to create our pages that we want to use for the website. That is the home page, the about page, the services page, and the contact page. And then the sixth one, we will design the pages using Elementor website builder. And then we will also design our header and footer, which is the 7th step that we're going to do in this lesson. So guys, without wasting my time, let's just start by creating a subdomain for our new website that we are going to create. So the first step in this module is to create a subdomain. Now, how do we create a subdomain? We need to log into our cPanel to be able to create a subdomain. So I have opened my Namecheap account over here, and I'm going to log into my cPanel from my Namecheap account. So guys, as you can see, this is my Namecheap account over here, and this is my domain that I am dealing with. So I'm going to go ahead and then hover on the the hosting icon over here, and then as you can see, there is something which says go to cPanel. So I'm going to click on it to take me to the cPanel. So let's hover on it over here and then click on go to cPanel, and when you click on it, it will take you to the cPanel. Now I've already opened my cPanel over here, and as you can see, this is the cPanel. Now this is where from the beginning we started installing WordPress on our website, and this cPanel, we can use it to create a subdomain. Now if you don't know what a subdomain is a domain under another domain, meaning that we can create subdomains under our main domain. Okay, so for instance, if my domain says example.com, I can create maybe blog.example.com as a subdomain. Okay, so the blog over there becomes a subdomain for the main domain, which is example.com. And that is exactly what we're going to do. Now we want to create a subdomain to use it for our new website that we are going to create, and we don't want to buy any domain again. We just want to, based on our old domain, use it to create a new subdomain for our website that we're going to create. So to create a subdomain, all what we need to do is to come over here, scroll down to where you find domains. Okay, so we're going to go to domains over here, and as you can see, this is domains over here. Now click on domains, click on it, or you can double click on it, each other way which works for you, and then you're gonna see all your domains listed over here. Now I've already created one particular subdomain which I will use it to you I'll use that one to create this particular website, but I want you to learn how to be able to create a subdomain. Now, to create a subdomain, it's very, very simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on create a new domain over here. So I'm going to click on create a new domain, and then I'm going to enter my domain name over here. Okay, so I'm going to enter it, including the first part will be my subdomain, and then the second part is going to be my main domain. Okay, so as you can see over here, my main domain is kitechtutorials.com. So I want a subdomain which says cleaning.kitechtutorials.com. So guys, as you can see, it says what? Oh yeah, tutorials. Okay, so it corrected me over there, as you can see over here. So this is the subdomain that we are going to create, okay, which says what? Cleaning. Okay, so our subdomain is the cleaning, and then our main domain is the kitechtutorials.com. So what we are going to do is we're going to create this particular domain, which is what? Cleaning.kitechtutorials.com, and that is exactly what we are going to do. So what we will do is when you scroll down, we need to locate or set up a file or a folder for it, where we can be able to locate its files and folders in the file manager. Okay, so you can either let it share a root, share the document root folder, which is the Kitech tutorials, or create a new one for it. Now I will always advise you to create a new one for it. Do not let it share anything in the public HTML_HTML over there. Just create a new folder for it. So mostly I just leave it as it is. I don't take this one, I leave this one as it is over here, and then I click on submit. Okay, so just like that, just click on submit over here, and you're going to submit your domain, and then Namecheap will approve it if there is nothing wrong with your domain. So we're going to wait for some time, some few seconds, and it will what? It will be able to create for us. So as you can see, it says what? We have successfully created the new cleaning.kitechtutorials.com domain with the document root of this particular one over here. So it is also enabling HTTPS for us, which means that we're going to get free 1 year positive SSL installation on our new domain. Now let's go and check it out. So to be able to check it out, we're going to go back to our cPanel over here, the dashboard of the cPanel. So we're going to go over there and see it. And now we will go to Namecheap SSL. Okay, so just click on Namecheap SSL over here, and we're going to go ahead and then see our SSL, which is being installed for us. So guys, if you are new to the Namecheap SSL, Namecheap will tell you to log in via your Namecheap account. Okay, so you just need to click a button over here, and then you'll be able to log in via your Namecheap account. And then if you come over here, which is installed via Namecheap, just click on it over here, and then it's going to give you all the your active positive SSL. That is it. So as you can see over here, this particular one which we just created for this domain is in progress over here. Okay, so it is now pending. They are installing their SSL for us. So wait for it to be installed, and it will be able to you wait for it for like sometimes 30-40 minutes. You just come over here and then sync it. Okay, just sync it, let it refresh itself, and then you see that the active sign will come over here, meaning this one will turn green, this one will also be active, which is green. Okay, so just wait for some time and let it install for you before you go ahead to install WordPress on the new domain that you have created. So I am going to use this domain to create my new website. Okay, so kd.kitechtutorials.com. I'm going to go straight ahead and use this domain. So what I need is I'm going to go ahead and then go to my cPanel over here, and then I'm going to go scroll down to where it says Softaculous Apps Installer. Click on WordPress over here. So the step 2 is what we are going on to install WordPress. So now that we've finished creating our subdomain, we are going straight away to install WordPress on our new domain. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to install WordPress on our new domain. In step 2 of installing WordPress, we're just going to do some few simple steps, and I know this one you know already. Okay, so it is not any hard thing to do. We are just installing WordPress just like we did for our main domain. That is exactly how we're going to do it. So what we will do is we're going to scroll down over here and then click on under Softaculous App Installer. We're going to click on WordPress over here. So click on WordPress and then just scroll down. Okay, and as you can see, you have this particular button over here which says install. Okay, so we're going to click on install now, and now it will take us to this particular place. Now what you have to do is select your domain, the one that you want to install WordPress on. And as you can see, this is our new domain that we created, and this is the one that I am going to use to create for install the WordPress on it. Okay, so this is the new subdomain. This is also a subdomain, but I'm going to use this particular one. Okay, so I'm going to click over here, and if everything is all right and is everything, it will check whether your protocols, everything is what is correctly chosen. Okay, so you choose your protocol, you choose your domain, so you can choose any protocol that you want, but the SSL one is what we're gonna, the simple one is what we are going for. And then if you want to create a subdirectory for it, you can also type over here, but this is not necessary since this one is a subdomain. Everything is quite okay. And then you choose, make sure that the the version of WordPress is the latest version that you are using, and then come down over here, and then your site settings, you give your site a name, you give your site description, admin username, admin password. Okay, and then admin also you email over here. Okay, so that is what exactly what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and then create type in the details that I have to type in. So this is what KD Cleaning Company. Okay, that is the website name. And then what do? We do cleaning. Okay, so cleaning services. Okay, so I'm just going to type in cleaning services over here, and then if you come to this place, the admin name or the admin username, just type in any username that you want. I want Kitech, and then when it comes over here, the admin password also, just choose a password that you think is okay for you. I'm just going to copy this password, which is strong. Okay, which I think is strong, and then I'm going to save it somewhere here. Okay, so somewhere here. Now of course these are the details that I'm going to use for the website. Okay, the cleaning website. So I have all my content already set up for the website to go on. So I've stored the password somewhere else, and then your admin email. Okay, so make sure that you set up an admin email for it. So I'm going to use kitechtutorials@gmail.com for it. Okay, so basically that is it. Now if I come to the plugins and other stuff, I'm just going to leave it as it is, and then I'll come to if you want Extendify for it, I don't want it, I will ignore it. And then I'll come to the also this particular one, which is the installation details, where I want it to go. I want it to go to this particular email, and then all I need to do is to click on install now or install over here, and it's going to take me some few minutes, and then my WordPress will be installed on my new subdomain. All right, guys. So as you can see over here, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Now let's go ahead and check it out. So this is our new website, and this is how it looks like. So guys, as you can see, this is how the website looks like. Nothing new over here, just the the 2024 WordPress theme installed on it. Okay, so this is our website, and the website name is KD Cleaning Company. Now let's go ahead and check the um, administrative URL also. So we're gonna go ahead and check our administrative URL. All right, guys, so this is how our administrative also site looks like. Now this is a one-time login, so if I click on this link, it will automatically log me into my admin side of the website. So that is how it looks like. Now next one, what we're going to do now is to just do some few cleaning on our dashboard, and then set up the website for it to start running. And then we go ahead with step 3, which is to install a theme. Step 4, to install Elementor. So we're going to go straight to it. So we're going to click on dismiss over here. I'm going to click on screen options. Just clean the dashboard by unticking this particular ones over here. Go ahead and then just click on the screen options for it to go up again. And then I will come to settings over here, go to general. Now make sure that everything is set up properly, okay, for your website to work. So make sure that everything that you set it up from the installation stage is correctly reproducing itself over here. And then if your website is a membership website, you can go ahead and then tick this one, okay, and then you select the user role for it and everything. If everything is all right, just click save changes for it to go. Now I'm going to go straight ahead to permalinks, because that is the most important thing for me over here. Now the reason why I changed my permalinks to post name is because of SEO purposes. So I want my permalinks to just say my website name slash the post name or the page name, okay. So that is why I will choose this particular one, and I'll go ahead and click on save changes. Now if you do that, Google and other search engines are able to see your website, know the purpose of the website and what you guys do, what each page is all about, and all those things, instead of just the day, date, and then the sample post over there. So now that I have set up my permalinks, now I am ready to go to step 3, which is to install theme. Okay, so we're going to install a new theme for our website. Now we have already learned about how to install a theme, and how to upload a theme, and all those kind of stuff. So we're going to go straight to it right away. All right, guys, so in this step, which is installing a theme, we will learn how to install the theme that we're going to use for our website. So we are going to go straight ahead and then go to appearance over here, hover on appearance, click on themes. Okay, so themes is under appearance, so hover on appearance and click on themes. And as you can see, the theme that it is active on our website is the 2024 WordPress theme. Okay, so you can click over here to see the details over here. It is by the WordPress theme over here. Okay, so I'm going to just cancel it or close it, and then I'm going to add a new theme. Now of course I can click on this plus button, or I can click on this add new theme over here. So I'm going to click on this particular button over here, and then it will take me to the theme directories page over here, and then I can select any theme or choose any theme that I want to install on my website. So themes are very important when it comes to web creation using WordPress. Now you need to choose the right theme for the right website that you want to create. Okay, now of course there are very popular themes and very advanced themes that you can get for free, and that is why we are going to use the Cadence theme, which is one of the most popular themes around, and it is also free to use. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and then hover on Cadence. So now of course Ocean WP is also one of the best themes. I have created a lot of videos on my YouTube channel using Ocean WP, but in this tutorial we're going to use Cadence. Okay, so we're going to use the Cadence team to create our amazing website that we are using. So I'm going to click on install now install over here, and then when it is installed we're going to click on activate. So we will activate the theme right away. All right, so once the theme is activated, you're gonna get this notice over here which says get started with an AI powered website, but we don't want it. We're gonna create our website from scratch. Okay, we're gonna create our website from scratch. So all what we need to do is just, the theme is installed, there's nothing to do again. Just go ahead and install the plugin that you want to use to start creating your website. Now, first of all, I'm going to delete these 3 themes over here so that my website will be a little bit lighter, because I don't want this unused themes on my website. So I click on theme details and then click on delete. Okay, and then you can do same for this particular one also. Delete. Okay. All right, so I only have one theme over here, which is, I think, is okay for me. Now now that our theme is installed, it is asked for us to go to our next step, which is step 4, to install Elementor. So step 4, we are going to install Elementor. Now in this step, all what we need is to install Elementor website builder, the website builder that we are going to use to create our this particular cleaning website, business website that we have over here. So to install a plugin or any plugin, what we will do is to hover on plugins over here, and then under it we say what, add new plugin. So we're going to click on add new plugin, and then it's going to take us to our plugin, or the plugin WordPress plugin directory over here. And now what we have to do is to search for the plugin that we want, or under popular over here, just click on popular, and WordPress will give you all the popular plugins over here. And as you can see, Elementor is the number 1 most popular plugin on WordPress. And now we can go ahead and then click on install now. So this is Elementor website builder, more than just a page builder. So we are going to use it to create our whole website. So we're going to use it to build all the pages that we want, and then we create our footer and header, and we are good to go. So I'm going to click on install now over here, and we are going to click on activate to activate the plugin. Okay guys, so this is the onboarding process, or the onboarding step or stage of Elementor. Okay, so Elementor will ask you some few questions and other stuff, and then it will tell you to enter the site name, the site logo, and all those kind of stuff. But I don't need these things, because I don't, at this stage, I do not want Elementor to take over my website. I just need Elementor for my page creation process. Okay, so I'm going to just cancel this particular one over here. Okay, so anytime you install maybe a plugin or a theme or other stuff, you're going to get this kind of like details and other stuff by the plugin. Okay, if you don't want it, just click on screen options over here and then untick it. Okay, and then it's going to go away. So that is it. Now we have installed our Elementor, and now we can go ahead to step 5, which is to create our pages. Step 5, creating pages, or we're going to create all the pages that we are going to use for this particular website. So we are going to create 4 different pages. So the home page, the about page, the services page, and then the contact us page. Okay, so to create a page, it is very, very simple. Hover on pages over here and then click on add new page. So we're going to click on add new page over here, and it's going to bring us to this particular page. Now, of course, if it gives you a different thing, meaning that it is just, when you click over here, it's just going to give you something like this. Okay, it is nothing new, it is the same thing. If you want to get rid of this, and it's just you clicking on this 3 dots over here, and then you exit the full screen mode, okay, and you're gonna get something like this. And that is it. So what we will do is we're gonna create the first page, which is the home page. So we call it home, and then we change the default template to Elementor full width. So change it to Elementor full width and click on publish. Okay, so I'm gonna click on add new over here again to create a new page. Now, our next page that we are creating is called the about page. Okay, so about us, or just about, and then change the template to Elementor full width, and now click on publish to publish it. All right, so we're gonna click on add new page again to add our services page. Okay, so this is the services page, and we're gonna change the template to Elementor full width over here and click on publish. Okay, so our last page that we're gonna create is the contact us page, or the contact page. So we're gonna name this one contact, and then we come to template over here, change the template from default to Elementor full width, and then click on publish to publish it. So now we've created all our pages. If I go to pages over here, now we have the about page, the contact page, the home page. These two pages were created for us by WordPress, and then we have the services page. So I'm going to just trash this one. I don't need this particular one, but I will leave this one because every website needs a privacy policy. Even though it is in the draft mode, you can work on it and then make it come live. So I'm going to go to trash again and then delete it permanently, or empty my trash. All right, so I have 4 pages created, even though it says 5 over here, because 4 is what published. This one is in the draft mode, so I don't count it among my pages that I created. Okay, so I have the home page, I have the about page, I have the services page, and then the contact page. Okay, so that is it. Now let's take a look at how the page looks like. So let's say we're gonna go to the home page over here and take a look at how the home page looks like. So guys, as you can see, there is nothing over here. Okay, there is nothing over here. It is up to us to design the page the way we want it, and that is when the Elementor, or where the Elementor page builder or website builder comes in. So we have talked about Elementor, the overview and all those things in our previous lessons, and in our lesson we're going to use Elementor to design our pages step by step. Okay guys, so in this particular step we're going to design our pages. Okay, but before we design our pages, now this is our home page, and as you can see, it says what, kd.kitechtutorials.com/home. Now I don't want this /home because this is my landing page and I want everybody to land here when they come to my website. Okay, but I don't want it to seem like this is /home. Okay, because all landing pages doesn't have /home or something like that. So I want to get rid of this particular /home. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard over here, and then I'll go to settings over here, and now I'm going to go to reading. Okay, so over here your homepage displays. Now as you can see right now, our homepage displays our latest post. Okay, even though we don't have any post, there's just the hello world post, which is what on it, and that is what our homepage displays. So if you go over here and remove the home and then we click on enter, you're going to see that it's going to have this hello world page or post for us. Okay, but we want this particular link to display our home page, and what we will do is we want it to display a static page. And remember, the home page that we created is a static page. So we click on this particular one and then we select the home page that we want. So this is the home page. Okay, we select it, and now we can go ahead and save it. So we click on save changes over here, and that is it. So now when we come over here and refresh the website, now our home page is now our home page. Okay, so the home page that we created is now our landing page or our home page. So as you can see, there is no /home anymore. Okay, it is just this particular landing page that we have over here, and that is exactly what we want. So now let's go back over here and go back to our pages. Now we're going to design our pages one after the other, starting from the home page. So this is our front page, and as you can see, since we've changed it to the front page, it is what it is indicating as what front page over here. So we're going to click on edit over here, and we're going to use Elementor to design our home page, or the pages that we want to design. Elementor is what we're going to use in designing it. So you see this blue button which says edit with Elementor. Just click on it. Okay, we're going to click on it, and then we want to use it to design our home page. All right, so guys, this is Elementor, and this is how Elementor page builder looks like. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and then so that I can have access to this particular links over here, I can close this one. Okay, now I can zoom in to the fullest, to the 100. Okay, let me just go to 100. Okay, so that is it. So now as you can see over here, guys, now this is Elementor page builder. I have already giving you the overview of this particular page builder before. We've used it to create different amazing sections and even a one-page website in our previous lesson. Now, so we're not going to waste time in talking about widgets and all those kind of stuff. So now we're going to go straight to the point. Now what we are going to do is to design our home page. Now in designing our home page, I have divided the home page into sections. Okay, so I'm going to have the hero section, the about section, the services section, testimonial section, and then call to action section, and then we are good to go. So it's just a simple home page that we're going to create. Okay, so what I will do is I'm just going to click on this particular one, choose the flexbox container, and then I am going to use this particular one, the first one over here. And then I'm going to come here and then choose a minimum height for it. So I'm going to choose a minimum height of 600, okay, which is quite okay. You can choose 500 or anyhow you want it. Okay, it depends on you, the individual. So let's say 500, which is also quite okay. It depends on you, the individual. Okay, so now that I have this one, I'll also go to it advanced over here, and then I'm going to go to padding, and then what I will do is I'm just going to unlink the padding over here, and then give it a top padding of 50, a bottom padding of also 50. Okay, and then now I'm going to go to style. Now I want the hero section to be like a slider. Okay, so I'm going to go to style over here, and then under background over here I'm going to choose slideshow. Okay, so I'll choose a slideshow, and then I'm going to add the images that I want to use for this website. So I have the images that I want to use for this particular website set up over here. So these are the images that I want to use, and I'm going to just drag all of them, select all of them, and drag them into this particular site. Okay, just drag them and then wait for it to upload onto the website, and then we will be ready to use the images for our website. So let's just hold on and then wait for it to upload, and then we will get going again. All right guys, so our images have been uploaded successfully on the website. Now we can choose the images that we want to use for our hero slider over there. So I'm just going to untick all the images. I'm going to use some few images for my slider. So I'm unticking and removing the ones I do not need. So I don't need this one, I don't need this one, I don't need this one, I also do not need this one, but I'm going to use, I also don't need this one, I also don't need this one. I'm just gonna use some few ones. So I will need this one, I also need this particular one, and then maybe this one. Okay, so just some 3 images, or maybe this one also. There's some 3 images and we are good to go. So these are the 3 images, the 4 images that I'm going to use, and I will just click on insert gallery, And this is how it's going to look like on our website. Alright, so at the moment the images upload, you see that the website is now becoming nicer. Okay, it is just getting in shape now. Now I want to write something on top of this particular images. Okay, the slider, I want to write something on top of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and then add an overlay on top of it. So just an overlay. Okay, so I'll click over here and then go to the style over here and then scroll down and see the one that says background overlay. I'm going to click on it and then just choose a background. And then what I will do is I'm going to choose a color. Okay, so I'm just going to click over here. Now I'm just going to add a dark overlay. Okay, so dark overlay, and then I can increase the opacity over here. Okay, so it depends on what you want. Now of course, since the colors that I'm going to use is blue and then maybe light blue, I can even use this blue over here. Okay, so I can use this blue over here and make it something like this. Okay, but I don't really like this kind of like overlay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just stick to my dark overlay over here, and then I'm going to write something on top of it. So I'll go ahead and then go to my content and then come over here, which is the hero section. I'm just going to copy this one, which is welcome to KD Cleaning Company. So over here I will just drag in a heading widget on top of the image, and I'm gonna say welcome to KD Cleaning Company, and I'll go ahead and go to style, center it, and then even click over here and then also adjust some few settings. So I'm going to go to layout over here and then scroll down a little bit. So I'm going to scroll down and then you see where it says justify, I can justify it, and then where it says align items, I can just click on align items, and as you can see it's going to be something like this. Now let me click on the text itself and then change some few things also. So what I want it to be white. Okay, and then with the text I'm gonna use Arial. So I'm just gonna search for Arial. Okay, so this is quite okay, and then I want this one to be small. Okay, I want it to be a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna go ahead and then choose maybe an 18 for it. Okay, so and then this one I want it to be a little bit thinner, so something like this is quite okay for me. And I'm going to duplicate this particular one, so I'll right click on it and duplicate it, and then I will just copy the next one which says your trusted blah 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 dreams. Okay, so I'm going to just click over here. So it says what, your trusted cleaning partner in Accra, Ghana, transforming spaces, creating cleaning, clean dreams. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to style over here, and then over here the typography, I will increase the font a little bit. So I'm going to just increase the font a little bit, and then I'll come over here and then just reduce the text also. So I will just remove this one over here. Now what I want is I want this text to just be somewhere here. Okay, it shouldn't pass this side. So it's too enlarged for me. I will come over here and then reduce the width. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the width of the container. So I'm going to just reduce the width of the container, making it like 800 or so. So let's say 800. It's quite okay. And then now I can just go ahead and then increase the size of the text. Okay, yes, so this is quite okay for me. So I think this one is okay. So I think I have my hero section, or my hero done. I can Also, let me just increase it a little bit. Let me say 73. Okay, and then you can go ahead and then even make it bolder depending on what you want. Okay, so extra bold. Okay, so it depends on what you want, and then you can make this one maybe 60 or 53 depending on what you want. Okay, so everything depends on what you want. Okay, so let me just make it like 73, so something like this, which I think it's quite bolder for me. It's okay. I like it this way. I like the boldness. Okay, so I'm good for it. I am really okay with it. So your trusted cleaning partner in Accra, Ghana, which is quite okay for me. So I'm done with the hero section, and I'm okay with it. Now you can decide to add a button or add anything that you want to add to it. It depends on you what you want. Okay, so all depends on you and what you want. So you can decide to add a button underneath. So let's say we want to add a button, or we want to add a container over here. So let's just add a container over here, and then inside the container we're going to add another container also over here, and then we're going to just duplicate this container twice. Okay, now with this container we want to change the layout or the direction of it. So we want it to be like this. So the container is going to be something like this. Now over here we're going to add our first button. So let's just say this is our first button. Okay, so let's say this is our first button, and then with this container what I'm going to do is I want to change it from box to full width and make it 50%. Then also the same thing applies to this one. I want to change it from box to full width and make it also 50%. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so yeah, so that is it. So what I also do is I'll just click on this particular one and then scroll down a little bit. Okay, and then just justify, and then center everything in between. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. And then with this particular button, what I'll do is let me just go over here. Let's go to this place, and then I want to align it to the right. Okay, so that it's gonna be something like this. Now I'll click over here and then go to its content, and then what I'll do is I'll just say maybe anything that I want to write over here I can write. So maybe book us. Okay, so book us, and then I'll just change everything that I want to change. So I'll connect the book us to maybe contact page. So the contact page over here, and then I'm going to go to style, and what I will do is I'm going to change the button color. Okay, so the background color I want to change it to the blue color of our website or our brand colors. Okay, so that's exactly what I want it to be. So just like this one over here. Now of course if you want a border type and all those things, you can do that. Border radius, I don't want any border radius. The pattern, you can choose your pattern of you want, and then also with the typography we will change the font family to Arial. Okay, and then the size we're gonna say maybe 20. Okay, so something like this is quite okay. And then what I'll do next is just copy this one and then just paste it here. But this one I'm gonna go ahead and go to this particular place and then turn it this way to left. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. And then instead of book now, I'm just going to change it to maybe learn more. Okay, learn more. And then I'm going to go ahead and change the link. Okay, so I'm going to change this particular link to about us. Okay, so about page. And then I'm going to go to style over here. And then this time around, the border, I want a border type of, let's say, solid. And then I want it to be just one. Okay, one. And then with this one, I want to ignore the background, so I don't want any background. And then the border type, I want to choose our color. Okay, sorry, our color that we want. So I can just sample the color over here. Yeah, this particular one, and just sample it. Now, of course, if that is what I want, I'll just click over here to add a new color, and then just say blue. Okay, and create. All right, so this is how it's gonna be. Of course, if I want to change it to 2, I can do so. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Now I can also change the text color to the new blue color that I want. Okay, so it can be something like this. Now let's take a look at it. It's gonna be something like this over here. Okay, but I want to change the blue to white. So let me just change the blue to white. All right, we can even change it to the light blue over here. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so it looks something like this. Okay, and then we can just use this color also over here, which is quite okay for me. So I think this one is quite okay. And as you can see, guys, as I go, I design it the way I want it, and that is how it's gonna be like. So this is it. This is our hero, and everything is done. I'm going to click on update. Now make sure that whatever you are doing, you update it. Okay, make sure that you update it and you are good to go. So now our hero session is done. Let's go to the next section, which is the about section. Okay, so with the about section also, it's just we're just going to have an image somewhere else, and then just some few about text, and then we'll have what a button. Okay, so I'm going to just come here, choose the flex box over here, and then I'm going to choose this particular one. Sorry, I'm going to choose this one over here. Okay, so now that I have this particular one, I'll just click over here and then drag in another container in it. Okay, so let me just drag in another container in it. So now that I have another container in it, now what I want to do is I want to just duplicate this container and make it like 2. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 different containers over here. Now over here, I will click on this one and then go to it, advanced over here, and then just give it a padding of 0. Okay, and that is it. So now I can unlike this padding, then give it a top padding of 50, a bottom padding of 50. Okay, and now in this particular side, I want to add an image, so I will click over here to add an image over here, and it's going to be like this. Now let me just click over here and change the how do you call it, the container width. Okay, so or the container content width. So I want to change this content width to full width over here, and I want to make it like 50. Okay, 50%. Then the same thing applies to this particular one. I want to change it to full width over here, and then make it 50%. Okay, so that it's gonna be 50% throughout. Now this one is an image. I can click over here and then click on the image and then choose any image that I want to use for this particular site. So let's say I want to use maybe this image over here. Let me see. All right, so let's say I want to use this particular image over here. I can go ahead and then, just add it to this side. Okay, and then we can go ahead and then, click over here, drag in a text heading widget over here, and then also click on this particular icon over here, scroll down a little bit, and then we drag in a text editor also underneath this one, and then now we bring in our button. Okay, so I'm just arranging it the way I want it, and then I can be able to go. So now I can bring in my button also over here. Okay, now with the button, what I want is I'm going to just right click on this one and then just click on copy, and then right click over here and then click on paste style. So it's going to move to the right, but if I click over here and then I come to the star, I can move it back to the left. Okay, and that is the how I want it. So I'm going to just go ahead and then click on this particular one, go to layout, scroll down, and then just adjust everything to the center, center everything over here, and this is how it's going to be like. So the hero top over here, let's see what we have. So I'm just going to go to the about over here, so our story. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this particular one, come over here, and then just say our story, and then I'll just copy the story when it was established and all those blah 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 things, and then just copy it, come over here and come and paste it over here. So guys, you can see very detailed story of how KD Cleaning Company started and a whole lot of stuff. So here we want to say read more. Okay, so over here we'll just come over here and say learn more, and then this one will take you to the about page. All right, so our story also, we can go ahead and then change this particular one to something like 242424, which is quite okay. Change this one to Arial. Okay, so we're gonna change this one to Arial, or we can decide to even change this one to our color that we are using, our color that we're using, so that it blends very well with our website. So we're gonna go over here and then go to the style also, and then just change this one to maybe the secondary, which is not really good for me. So I'm gonna go to the 242424. Yeah, 242424 is quite okay for me. So this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how everything is gonna be like. Now let's see how it looks like. So this is how our about section also looks like. Now of course we can give it a space over here, so I'm gonna go click on this 6 dots over here, scroll down, and then instead of 20 I'm gonna give it like a 40. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a 40 so that there's gonna be like a space in it. So I think everything is quite okay. Everything is okay. I'm gonna just update it over here. So now we have our our how do you call it, our about page, about session also done. Now the next step is to do our services section. So with the service section, we're also going to click over here, click on the flex box, and then choose a container direction that we want to use. Let me just choose this one first. So I want to use this one first, and then I'll just add new containers in it. So I'm going to add a first container, which I'll just duplicate it. Okay, and then I'm going to have another container within this container. Okay, so that is exactly what I want. So I want to have another container within this particular container over here, and then the first container, that is this particular one, I want to change the direction to this one so that I can duplicate this one like 3 times. Okay, so I want to duplicate this one for one. I'll have 3 containers within one container, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is it. Now I want to click on this one, then go to it advanced over here. Now follow everything that I'm doing, okay, and you achieve the results that you want. Go to it advanced over here. Now I want to just unlink all the the padding, and then on top of it I want to give it like a 50, and then beneath this I also want to give it a 50. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. And then what I want is, I want to go to the style over here and then give it a background. Okay, so I'm gonna give it this background color. Okay, the color that the light blue color. So I'm gonna give it this particular color, something like this. Okay, so that is the color that I want to give to this side also. So now over here I can write anything that I want to write. So I'll say maybe our services. So I'm gonna say our services. All right, so let me see what is written under our service over here. Okay, so we have 3 different services over here. Okay, so yeah, that is our services. So over here what I want to do is I just want to change this color to our color over here, move it into the middle, go to the typography, change the typography and choose Arial. Okay, so choose Arial, make sure you choose Arial, and then just give it like a 55 over here. Okay, so our services over here, and I think we are good to go. You can give it an underline, or you can give it anything that you want to give it. Okay, so that is our services. All right, so what we are going to do is we're gonna put our services over here. Okay, so we go over here, and then let's look for box. Now we can either use this image box or icon box. Okay, so since we are using Elementor free, these ones are not for us. What it is for us is these 2 things over here. So what we're going to use is we're going to use the image box. So I'll drag the image box in it, and then the first box I'm going to choose an image for it. So this one is residential, so I'm going to use this as residential. All right, so this is residential, and you can go ahead and then just put in the details over here. So I'm going to come over here and then just type copy this one and come and paste it over here, residential cleaning. Go over here, and then let me go to the hero, the home page over here, and then copy this one, come over here and paste it over here. So you're gonna have something similar like this. Now what we want to do is we want to go to the style over here, and then just play around the everything. Okay, so we want to play around it. So let me go straight to the content first. So with the content, I just want to choose the main color of the website, this particular one, and then go over here, change the typography, the font family and everything. So I'm going to say Arial, and then I want to say 22. Okay, so I think 22 is quite okay. Now when you come over here, I want to choose the 242424. Okay, 242424. That is what I want to choose. And then yeah, I think everything is quite okay. So let me just click over here to edit the main container itself. Now I'm gonna go to this place, and then what I will do is I'm gonna choose a pattern like 20. Okay, so something like this is quite okay. And then I also choose a margin of 20. All right, so it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so which is quite okay. Now of course you can decide to give it a border. Okay, so let's say we want to give a border around this particular container. So I will give it a border of, let's say, 1, and then the color is going to be our blue color. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. Okay, which is quite okay. Now with this particular image, we can also expand it a little bit. So as you can see, this is the image, and then we can increase the width to, let's say, 50, which is going to be something like this. Okay, so if you think this one is also okay for you, you are good to go. So I'm going to leave it like this, and then what I'll do is I'm just going to duplicate this one 3 times or twice. Okay, so I'll duplicate this one twice, duplicate it again, and then now it deletes the ones that I don't need. Okay, I'm just going to delete the ones that I don't need. And now as you can see, this is the duplicates that we have. Now I can go ahead and then change the image, change the content and everything in it, and then we are good to go. So yeah, I want to choose this one first, which is commercial cleaning, and then come over here and choose the move in, move out. All right, so this is how it's going to be. So here, over here, we want to choose the commercial cleaning. Okay, so this one is commercial cleaning. Oh, sorry, this particular one over here is commercial cleaning. And then we just grab its details over here. So I'm going to grab the details over here, go to its content over here, just put in the details over here. The same thing applies to the next one, which is move in, move out. Okay, so let me just grab all of the details and everything, and then just go over here and paste this one over here. And then I'm gonna just cut this one, come over here and paste it over here. So it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so guys, this is how it's gonna be like. And as you can see over here, it looks great, it looks nice. So as you can see, we are still moving on, and we are creating our home page. Okay, so I'm gonna just click on update over here. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to click over here and then see how everything looks. So you can change the content width to full width, and then adjust everything in percentage over here. Okay, so like for instance, if I change this one to full width to 100%, I will just adjust this one into, let's say, 33.3. okay, so the same thing applies to this one. So let me say 33.33. Copy this one, come over here, change this one to full width, and then just paste this one over here. The same thing applies to this one also. Change this one to full width, and then just paste this one also over here. So it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so which is what quite okay. Now I'm doing this because when we are doing the mobile responsive, it will help. Okay, so that is it. So basically I think everything is quite okay. Everything is now falling in place. Okay, so what I want is I would just want a breathing space for this particular section over here. So I'm going to go to this section and go to it advanced, and then give it a more breathing space. So instead of 50, I'm going to give it like 80. Okay, so 80 bottom also. Yeah, so I think this one is quite okay. So yeah, so we are still on it. We are going. Everything is moving perfectly fine. We are still on it here. Everything is fine. So now the next step is for us to add some testimonials. Okay, so we can go ahead and add testimonials. So I'm going to update this one. We can go ahead and add testimonials also. Now what I want to do is I just want to copy this one. Okay, copy this particular one. So copy it like this, and then come over here and then paste it over here. So we're gonna get something similar, okay, for our testimonials. But what we will do is we will click over here and then go to a style and then remove the background. Okay, so we're gonna remove the background and make the background what no, something like a no background over here, and then we say what our clients say about us. So our testimonials. Okay, so these are testimonials. Then we can put something underneath this one. So I'm gonna go over here and then just drag in a widget, a text widget or something, and just place it over here and say maybe what our clients say about us. So what our client say about us. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm gonna go to this place, put it in the middle. Okay, so you can decide to put even this one on top of this particular one. Okay, so let's say I want to just go ahead and drag grab the navigator, put this one ahead of okay, yeah, something like this. So what our clients say about us, and then our testimonials. Or you can just go ahead and then use this one. Then instead of this one, I'm gonna just copy this one and then come over here and then paste style. So it doesn't work because this is a text editor. This is what a heading editor, so it wouldn't work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead, change everything over here, go to the typography, change it to Arial. Okay, and then give it like 55. Okay, so whatever you want to give it, just give it that way. Now I think this text editor is not really helping, so what I'll do is I'm just going to delete this one and then just duplicate this one. Okay, just duplicate this one and then just say what our clients say about us. So what our client say about us. Okay, and then with this one I'm gonna go over here, reduce this one. Okay, I'm just gonna reduce this one to, let's say, 22. Yeah, so 22 is quite okay, and yeah, I think it's okay, it's fine. Yes, so and then also copy this one. I'm gonna copy this one and then come over here and then paste it over here. So, and then just write maybe quality cleaning service, quality cleaning services. Okay, and I'm going to go over here and then reduce this one also to 22. So this is going to be like our services, and then this is what our testimonials. Okay, so we can go ahead, click over here, and over here I can just click over here and go to this place, and then just remove the kind of like the gap between them. Okay, make it like 0. I can even make it like 5. Okay, so 5 is quite okay. Come over here, also the same thing, I can make it like 5. The gap between them, just let's make it like 5. Okay, so this one is also quite okay. So now we have our services over here. This place is what our clients say about us. So I want to change this one to capital, this one also to capital. Each first letter, I want to change it to capital. Okay, so all right, so now that we are done, what we need to do is to work about this kind of like this particular testimonials over here. So with testimonials, you need people to be able to just give you reviews and other stuff. So what we're going to do is we have the reviews, all right, but we need to create them. So I'm going to go over here, and then let's say we want testimonials. So this is what it will come. Okay, so imagine you want to put it somewhere here, and then see how it's going to be like. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so this is exactly how it's going to be like. So we can remove this particular one over here. Let's just remove this one. I'm going to delete this one, and we have this one as with our testimonial. So I'm going to go over here, and then just go to the pages over here, and then come to the testimonial section over here, and then we will have the testimonials over here. Okay, let me just okay, so I'm going to copy this one, come over here, paste it over here, just remove this one. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like. Okay, this is how it's going to be like, and then you can get an image for this particular side. Okay, so I will come to style over here, then change this one to 242424. So just gonna say 242424, then this is how it's gonna be like, and then come to typography, change the font family to Arial, since everything that we are using is Arial, and then change this one to 18. Okay, so as you can see, this is what 18 over here. And now let's go to the name and then the title. So the name also, we want to change it to the color, we want to change it to a blue color. This one also, we want to change it to Arial. Okay, and then the title also, we want to change this one to 242424. Okay, but I'm going to leave the font as it is. Now I can go over here and then just delete this one. Also come over here and delete this one. Now I can come copy this one, paste it here, copy this one and paste it here. Okay, so now with this one I can change the name. So just change the name to any name that you want. So let's come over here, and then maybe I'll say Michael K. Okay, so Michael K. What does he do, or where does he stay? Okay, so I'll just say maybe Accra. Okay. Later on we can provide an image for it, and then this one also, let me just copy, you know, the just copy this one, come over here, and then just paste it over here. Okay, so basically this one is also different person. You can go ahead and then change, the name and other stuff. Maybe this one stays, let's say, in a different place, let's say Medina. Okay, just some suburbs in Accra or some suburbs in Ghana. So that is it. So you can have what you can have the client say and other stuff and all those kind of stuff. You can even remove, you can even style it. So I'm gonna go over here and then change the style from what it is to a different thing altogether. So I'm gonna come over here and then go to a style, and I want to give it like let me come over here, give it like border radius. Okay, so with the border radius, maybe I want the top to be let's say 25. Okay, and then maybe the bottom also to be 25. So it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so just something fancy or something that you want. So let's say 35, and then this one will also be 35. Okay, and then I can come over here, copy this one, come over here, paste style, come over here, paste style. All right, so this is how it's gonna be like. Okay, so this is our testimonial side, this is our services side, and then the last one is just a call to action. Okay, so with a call to action, we're just going to give select flexbox container over here. Just click on this particular one, and then I'm going to give it like a full width. Okay, so full width over here, and then I can give it a minimum height of maybe 450. Okay, or maybe 350. Just a simple call to action. I can change this one to the box, and then even reduce this one to like 800 or something, and then go to it advanced over here, unlink all the padding, go over here, give it a padding of 50, and then also the bottom padding of 50, and then go to the style over here, and then we can decide to give it a background. Okay, you can decide to give it any background that you want. Let's say you want to give it a background of, let's say, this one. It's up to you. Okay, so it's up to you, but I want to give it an image. Okay, so I want to give it an image. So let me see the image that I want to give it. So let's say I want to give it like this particular image over here, and then I'll come to the position. Okay, so I want to change the position to center. I want to change the attachment to fix, and then also I want to change the repeat to no repeat, and then the display I want to change it to cover. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Okay, as you can see over here, something like this. So everything is perfectly done. All what we need to do is to give it a background overlay. Okay, so I'm going to give it a background overlay. This time around, I'm going to give it the blue overlay. Okay, so I'm going to give it this particular color over here. I'll increase this one to 75.75. Okay, and then it's going to be something like this. And now I can click over here and add anything that I want to add to it. So I'll add a text, a heading over here, and say maybe need quality cleaning services, need quality cleaning services. So I'm just going to go over here and then put it in the center, change this one to white. Okay, change this one to, change the font family to Arial, just like what we are using through, and then change this one to maybe 25 or maybe 35. Okay, so, and then change this one to 400. Okay, so this is how I want it. And then if you need quality service, cleaning service, let me just duplicate this one. If you need quality cleaning service, then I'll say maybe contact us. Okay, so I'm going to say maybe contact us. This time around I want to change everything to make it like, very bold. Okay, so this one is going to be bold, this one is going to be like 55. Okay, so something like this. So 55, bold, and other stuff. And then I'm gonna bring a button underneath the contact us. So I'm just gonna bring this button over here, and what I want to do is I want to go grab this particular button over here, copy it, come down over here, and then just right click on it and click on paste style. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this, or I can go ahead and then just grab this particular one over here. So copy, okay, come over here, and then right click on it and then paste style. Okay, so this is how it's also going to be something like that. But if I click over here, go to star, and then put it in the middle or over somewhere here, let me just place it in the center over here. It's gonna be something like this. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be like, but we want the items to be in the middle. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to click on this particular 6 dots over here, go to its layout, scroll down, okay, and then justify the content, and then center the the items. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so need quality services, contact us, and then over here we're going to click on this particular one, go to this place, and then we say what, maybe contact us, and then we're going to put our contact link over here. So make sure that you select the contact link. As you can see, this is the link that we are talking about, and then click on update to update whatever you have done. So guys, as you can see, this is how it looks like. Now let's go to our home page and refresh the website and see how our home page is now looking like. So the home page that it was just empty, now this is how it looks like. It looks very beautiful, and then we have what, we have something we can call a website. Okay, somebody can come over here, and now the person can be able to see what we have at KD Cleaning Company. So this is how we have created our home page. Now we want to design the other pages, which is the about page, the services page, and then the contact page. So this services, there's about page, the services page, and then contact page. Now we don't have menu for the website. We haven't created it. So when we are creating the header, we'll create all those things also together. So let's go ahead and then create our about us page. All right guys, so we are creating our about us page. Now as you can see, this is the about us page. I'm gonna go over there and then we see how it looks like. So this is a blank page over here, and we're gonna create the about us page. Now we're just going to create it just like we created the home page as you saw previously. and we're gonna go it step by step, just like we did with the home page. So let's jump into it. So I'm gonna click over here to say edit page, and then I'm gonna click on the blue button which says edit with Elementor. So I'm gonna go ahead to edit the page using Elementor. Now, of course, there is nothing there to edit. We're just going to design it from scratch. Okay, so no problem with it. So as you can see, there is nothing over here, and that is how we are going to start with it. So we're not going to waste much time. We're just going to go ahead and then go straight into it. So we're going to click over here. First of all, we're going to create a hero section for the about page. So I'm going to use the flex box. I'm going to use this particular one over here, and then I'm going to give you know, the column width, like let's say 800, and then also I'm going to give the minimum height to be 300, and then I will click over here, go to it advanced. I'm going to go to advanced, and then on link up padding, and then you know, give it a top padding of 50, a bottom padding of also 50. Okay, I just want some spaces to breathe in, and then I'm going to go to style over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a background type which is the classic, and I'm going to add an image to it. So over here, what I'm going to do is I want to add you know, this particular image over here, and then I'm going to just select it. So this is how it's going to be like, but as you can see, you cannot see the image that we want. So what I will do is I'll scroll down over here, and then with the position, I'm going to change it to center, and then with the attachment, I will say you know, default is okay. Repeat, I'm going to say no repeat, and then the display size, I will give it cover. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. So we have our picture all in, and you can see it very clearly. Now I want to give it an overlay, so I will go ahead and then, you know, give it an overlay. Now of course you can give it any overlay that you want, okay, but I want to give it, you know, that kind of like a color overlay. I'm going to use our color that we are using for the website, that is the blue over here, and I will want to increase the opacity to 0.75 like this. Okay, and then I think my background is done. Now what I'll do is I'll click on the plus sign over here, and then I'll drag in a heading widget on top of it, and I'm gonna say about us. Okay, just like that. Go to the style, put it in center, come over here, and then, you know, just give it a color which is white. Go to the typography, change the font family from Roberto to Arial, and then I'm gonna you know, just give it a size of, let's say, 55, which is quite okay. And then you can increase, you know, it to any kind of size that you want. Okay, so maybe 800 bold, maybe you know, 700 or 600, you know, any size that you want. Okay, I think 600 is quite okay for me. And yeah, so that is it. So now what I'll do is I'll click over here to edit the container itself, and then I'm going to go to layout, and then I'll scroll down because I want to put the this one in the middle over here. So what I'll do is I'm going to put it center over here. So justify content center, and then with this one also I will put it the align items also center. Okay, so it's going to be something like this, which is quite okay for me. So now I have my hero session created, which is okay. I'm good to go. Now I can go ahead and then do the next slide or the next section, which is also a picture with some few details of the about us. So I'm gonna go ahead, and then what I'll do is I'll rather go back over here and then to the home page, and then I will just copy this particular side of the home page. So I'm gonna copy this one, okay, which talks about the about us. Come over here, and then what I'll do is I'm going to close this one and come right click over here and then say paste. Okay, basically because this is how I want it to be like. So I'm going to paste over here. Now over here I will just remove this one from here, and I think it's quite okay. This is our story. Now of course if I want more details I can go into it, and then you know, just go ahead and then copy, you know, more details of the about us over here. So just copy it. Of course, let me see where the about us. Oh, okay. So this is it over here, and then I can just, just copy from here to here, copy it, and then come over here, and then come here, and then remove this one and paste this one over here. So this is how it's gonna be like. And then with the other one, there is also what why choose us over here. So I'm gonna come sorry, let me just, yeah, so I'm gonna come over here, okay, and then also create a container, also a flexbox container over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use the first one over here, and with this one I'll add a heading over here. I'm going to add a heading over here, and then I'm also going to add a text. Okay, so with this one, what I want to do is I just want to copy this text. Okay, I just want to copy this text and then paste it over here. Now I also want to copy this particular one and then paste style over here, so that it's going to be the color that I want. Okay, now this is how it's going to be like. So with a topic, we're gonna say why what why choose KD cleaning. So that is what we're gonna paste over here, and then we'll put it in the middle. So we'll put it in the middle over here. Okay, so we're going to just click over here, go to advanced over here, and then on link up padding, give it 50 top, and then give it 50 bottom. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like. Now what I want to do is I also want to change the background color. Okay, change the background color of this particular one. So just like we did for the about page over here. Okay, if you see over here, I will just copy this one, just copy this one over here, come over here, and then just paste style. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Okay, so which is quite okay. Now I know this is not what you really want, but you can go ahead, go to the layout over here, and then the minimum height you can give it like a 500 depending on how you want it. Okay, yeah, make it big or whatever it is that you want, and then just go ahead, put it everything on the center, and then just put everything also at the center, just like this one over here. Go to this one, also put it at the center, go over here, and then also you can put it at the center. Okay, so it depends on how you want it. Now you can write why why they want to choose you over here. Okay, so it's just simple. Let me just copy this whole thing over here. So I'm going to copy this whole thing over here, and then I can go ahead and then just paste it over here. Okay, let me just remove this one and paste this one. So this is how it's going to be like, but I don't want it this way. The reason why I don't want it this way is this is looking very bad. It's not really nice. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, and then I will copy this particular this particular one over here, come over here, and then I'm going to right click over here. First of all, what I want to do is I want to bring in a container. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a container over here. Okay, so let me just place the container over here, and then with this container I want it to be row horizontal, so it's going to be like this, and I'll place another container also inside it. Okay, now I will duplicate the inner container over here twice. So I'm going to duplicate the inner container over here twice, so that we get the exact kind of thing that we have at the previous site. Now over here is where I will just paste what I copied from the previous site over here. So it's going to be something like this. So with this particular container, what I'll do is I'll click over here, go to its style, or I can go to its advanced over here, and then I can just give it kind of like a padding of 15 or maybe 25 like this, and then give it a margin of also 25. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. Okay, and I wanted to run through all of them, so I will copy this one, and then I'm going to paste style over here. Okay, paste style over here, and then also paste style over here. So it will be something like this. And then with this one also, I'm going to go to its layout and then change from box to full width. Okay, so I'm going to change from box to full width, and then I'll make it 33.33. Okay, just like this one. I'll go over here, do the same thing with this one, full width, and then make it 33.33. And then also go over here, change it from box to full width, and then also make it 33.33%. Okay, so all of them is going to be almost the same size over here. Now the reason why I make it that way is so that when we are going to we are switching the device from desktop to mobile device or tablet, the rows will just switch perfectly well on those. It will show perfectly well on those devices. Okay, so that is it. Now let's look at how we can integrate this ones into what we did. Okay, so as you can see over here, what I will do is I'm going to divide this one into four rather, so because we have four over here, so I'm going to divide it into four. Okay, so instead of 33.33, I'm going to make it 25. Make this one also 25. Okay, and then make this one also 25. Okay, and then duplicate this one, so it's going to be 25, 25, 25. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so it's going to be like four different things over here. And then I'll click over here, since it is just 25 and it's just more, I'm going to go over here, and then instead of the 25 over here, I'll make it like a 10. Okay, and make this one also like a 10. Okay, so just like this one, and I'll just copy this one, come over here, paste style. Okay, just going to paste the style over here, copy this one, paste style, right click over here, and then paste style. Okay, so that it's going to be well over here. Now I'm going to click over here and then copy it one after the other. So the first one is going to be instead of residential, we're going to say experience. Okay, so we're going to use experience, and instead of an image over here, we can choose even an icon box. Okay, so yeah, so instead of an image box, let's use an icon box. Okay, or we can even just leave it like that, but I think an icon box will make it a little bit fancy. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and then look for icon. Okay, and we have an icon box over here, so let's just drag this one over here, and as you can see, this is how it's gonna be like. Okay, so it's gonna be something very nice over here. And then what I'll do is I'll just just style it a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go to style over here, and then go to it, icon over here, change the icon from this color to our blue color over here, and then go to the content also over here, change the heading also from this color to the blue color that we are using, and then the typography, we're going to use Arial. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and then use the Arial over here. Okay, and I think that is good. All right, so I'm going to go over here and then change the size to let's say 25. Okay, so let me just see what size I use for this particular one over here, and see if it will fit. Oh, okay, so I use 22. Okay, so let me go over here and then change the heading size to 22. Okay, so instead of 25, let's change it to 22. And then with this one also, with the typography or the description over here, we're going to just change the typography to Arial, and then the size over here, we're going to change it to 18, or maybe 16 is quite okay. And then with the typography, we're going to say 24, 24, 24. All right, so basically this is quite okay. Now what we will do is we'll we'll just change the icon if you want, and then the icon size also. So let's look at the icon size over here, and then let's make it like you know, like a 50, okay, 50 or maybe 35. Okay, so this is also quite okay. Now I'm going to go over here and then click on the icon, and I'm going to search maybe an experience icon. So maybe a briefcase, so something like this. Okay, is an experience icon. So I'm going to just change over here, come over here, go to content, copy this one, come over here, and then say experience over here. Now I'm going to delete this particular one, and then I'll right click over here, copy, and then come over here and paste it over here. So this is what we are editing, and then I'm going to go into this one and then copy this one. Okay, come here, and then we're going to paste it over here. All right, so we have our experience one. Now the next one too that we're going to talk about is professionalism. So I'm just going to copy this one, come here, remove this one and say professionalism, come again, and then I'm going to copy the text that comes with the professionalism, copy this one, come here, and then paste it over here. Okay, so I'm going to paste it over here, and as you can see, we have professionalism over here. All what we need to do is to change the you know, the icon over there. So let's say I want to use any icon for it, so I'm going to go for person. Okay, so user, let me go for user, and let me see any user. So let's say I'm going to use this one as what professionalism or something like that. Okay, so I think it's good. I'm going to copy this one also, copy this one, paste it over here, and then paste it over here also. All right, so the next one is comprehensive services. Okay, so we're gonna go to comprehensive services, copy this one, come here, and then change this one from professionalism to comprehensive services, and then go again, and then copy this one also. Okay, I'm gonna copy this one, come to this place, and then change this one also to this particular one. Now the last one is what customer satisfaction. So I'm going to go to customer satisfaction, also copy it, come to the last one, change from professionalism to customer satisfaction, again go over to where we are copying it from, and then we copy the details involved with what customer satisfaction, come over here and then replace it with this particular one. Now we are good to go, so we can go ahead and delete this one over here, and now as you can see, we have our kind of like you know, why choose us very nicely. So all what we need to do is to just change the logo. So let me just, you know, search for services and see if I could just get services. All right, so I'm going to use let's say something. I'm going to search for something which relate to you know, services or something like that. All right, so I'm going to use this particular hand over here, and then I'll use it for this comprehensive service, and then with the customer satisfaction, I'll just use different, you know, user over here. So let me just try and then maybe use this particular one over here. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so I think we have this one done. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and then even extend this one further to, let's say, 600. Okay, so which is also quite okay, make a big space for us, and then we click over here and then check and see if we centered everything. Okay, so we centered everything. Okay, so everything is quite okay. So what we also have to do is click over here, and then we're going to center this particular one. So I'm going to center this one and then click here to center with all the items. So as you can see, this is how it's going to be like, but I don't want it that way. Okay, so I want it to just be normal over here. Okay, and that is quite okay for me. So I'm going to remove this one. Okay, so I think this one is also quite okay. The only thing, this one is what, a little bit bigger or something like that. And then if we want, we can just give it also something like a border around it. Okay, so that everything will be perfectly done. So we can click over here and then just go to style and give it a border around each one. Okay, so I'm going to just give it solid one pixel, and then I'm going to use our blue color over here. Okay, so we're gonna have something like this. Okay, all around each one. So we can go ahead and then copy this one, and we come here, we paste style, come here also, paste style, you come here also, and then you paste style. Okay, so I think this one is quite okay. Everything is perfectly done. We are done with the next one over here. Now our next one that we're going to talk about is our team. Okay, so the team of professionals that really handle what we do. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to click over here, choose a Flexbox container over here, and then choose this particular container also over here. Now I'm going to add different containers in it. So I'm going to click over here and then add this container, and I'm going to duplicate this container to 2. Okay, now the top one, I'm going to add a text which says our team, and then this one will contain our different containers. So with this one, what I want to do is I want to make it row horizontal, and then inside this one also I want to add another container in it, and then with those containers I will divide it into duplicate them into like 4 parts. Okay, so I'm going to just duplicate them 4 times or 3 times so that it will add to the first one, making 4. So it's going to be 1 2 3 4. So we have 4 different containers over here. And then with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this particular one over here. Okay, so with this one also I want to change the size and make it like 45. Okay, so that it's going to be a little bit bigger, and over here we can just give it a padding or something. Okay, so I'll go to advanced over here, and then I'm going to unlink the padding and give it a bottom padding of 50, so that it's going to be a bottom padding of 50 is even too much. Let's say 20. Okay, so I think it's okay. So I'm going to come over here, copy this one, come here, and then paste this one over here. So I'm going to paste it over here. Go to this particular one, the container itself, the main container, go to it advanced, and then unlink the padding, then give it a top padding of 80, a bottom padding of 80. Okay, so you can do same for it, maybe 80, but I want to give it a top padding of 80 and then bottom padding of 50. 50. Okay, so I'm giving it a bottom padding of 50. Now inside this one I want to add image boxes. Okay, so I want to add image boxes in all of them. So I'm going to go back over here to our home page and then copy this image boxes. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, come over here, and then paste it here. Okay, so I'm going to paste it over here. Now with this one I will just remove the description. Okay, I'm going to remove the description over here, and write a different one over here, and this one also I'm going to add image over here. So I'm going to just go ahead and then choose an image for it, but I don't have the image over here, but I have the image in my KD cleaning over here. So I'm going to search for the images over here, and as you can see, this is one person over here. This is also one person, This is also one person, and this is also one person. So 4 people that I'm going to use. Okay, 4 people that I'm going to use. Now, if it is possible that you can trim the images to the size that you want. Okay, but I'm going to just go ahead and then drop the images over here, let it upload. When it's done, we continue. All right, so our images are done uploading, and we're going to set it up one after the other. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go over with this particular guy over here. So let me just see how I can edit these images so that it's going to be. So one thing about WordPress is it have this kind of edit image tool over here, so I can go ahead and then even edit the image, scale it the way I want it. Okay, so for instance, if I want to crop the images, I can go ahead and then crop the images anyhow, the way I want it, just scale it the way I want it. So I'm just going to go ahead and then crop it, scale it the way I want it. So as you can see, the selection is 1220 by 1220. Okay, so I can go ahead and then do it that way. Okay, so or I can just enter the one that I want, so maybe 800 by 800. Okay, and then make sure that it fits perfectly well the way I want it, or maybe 900 by 900, 900 by 900. Okay, so I think 900 by 900 is quite okay. So something like this, it's quite okay. I can just apply the cropping over here, and I'm gonna have something like this. Okay, an image like this, and I'm going to save the edit, and this is what I want to use. Okay, so I'll do same for this particular one also. Click on edit over here, and then I'll click on crop, and then I'll say maybe 900 by 900. Okay, that one also I can just drag it like this. Okay, now you see that this one and that one is different. Now it's quite different because of the how do you call it, the how the image looks like. Okay, so I can just make it a little bit bigger, small, so that it's not going to be, so maybe 1002 by 1002. Okay, so yeah, this one is what is quite okay. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one over here, and then just click on apply over here, and then I'll click on save edit. Okay, so I have this one, I have this one. I'm going to do same for this one also. I'm going to click on edit over here, and then do same also. I'm going to say maybe 1200 by 1200. All right, so this is also going to be something that will be we're going to use. So I'm going to use this one also. So this one is also quite okay. I'm going to just apply it over here. All right, and I'm going to save the edit over here. So the last picture is what we're going to edit in. We're going to edit, and then we will go straight to it. So this is what we're going to edit. So we're going to go to edit image over here, and we just click on crop over here, and then we do the selection. So we're going to say 1200 by 1200. All right, so you see this one is also very big. So this one we can use the 900. Let me just use the 900 by 900. All right, so I'm going to use the 900 by 900 for this particular woman over here, and I'm going to just apply, and then I'll save the edit. All right, so I have this this one set up. So now the post I have for them, I have my manager, I have housekeeping specialist, I have cleaning supervisor, and then cleaning technician. Now I'm just going to just pick them randomly. So this one is going to be the manager, so I'm just going to set it up over here. So this one will be the manager, and what I'll do is I'm going to just do this one first, and then do copy them over here. Okay, so I'm going to call this one maybe Jane Johnson. Okay, so Jane Johnson. Oh, what is it? Jane Johnson. Okay, so she's the manager. Okay, so she's the manager. We can just put manager over here. Okay, so manager, right? So something like that. And then what I would do is I want the image to be a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna just go to the image over here and then increase the size to be something like this. Okay, so Jane Johnson is the manager, and I think this one is also quite okay, so I can just copy this one over here, just copy it and then paste it over here, paste it over here, come over here and then paste this one also over here, come over here and paste this one also over here. So I'm going to just select the next one, that is the next one, and who is this guy also? So I'm not going to give it to a guy, I'm going to give it to a lady. So I'm going to go over here and then say she is our housekeeping specialist. Okay, so she's a housekeeping specialist, so I'm going to select her over here, and I'm going to say she's a housekeeping specialist, and she's called Anna May. Okay, so Anna May is our housekeeping specialist, and then we go to the next one over here, who is also the cleaning supervisor. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and select, she's also going to be a girl or a lady, and then select her to be with the cleaning supervisor. Okay, so she's going to be our cleaning supervisor, and I'll call her maybe Morris Morris K. Okay, so just Morris K. And then the last one over here is our cleaning technician. Okay, so he's our cleaning technician. I'm going to put his name over here, and this guy over here is our cleaning technician, and his name is Greg Law. Okay, so Greg Law is our cleaning technician. So basically we have our team over it. So let me change this particular one over here, and then I'm going to say our team. Okay, so as you can see, team members. Okay, so this is what team members over here. So we will just put team members over here, and then we can put some text beneath it. Okay, so over here I'm going to go over here and remove the bottom padding from this place and go to the widget side, and then just dragging some few text over here. Okay, so underneath this particular one, let me just drag it here, put it here. Okay, and then with this one I can change even this one to, let's say, 800. All right, so what I can do is I can also just center this one, come over here, go to center, go to style, center it over here, and then I can just use what I wrote over here also for it. So I'm just gonna just paste it, meet our industry, whatever thing. Go over here and then change this one to 242424, and then go over here, change the the font family to Arial, and then change this one to 18. Okay, so I think we are good to go, so we can just go ahead and then update it. And then the last one is a call to action that we're gonna bring. So I'm just going to bring this call to action once again. Okay, just copy this one, copy it, come over here, and then paste it over here. So you see how simple we are able to do the pages. Okay, just copying some from different side and then bringing it over here. So now our about page is what is done, we can go ahead and then update it over here. So now we are done with our about page, and we can go ahead and then click on view page to view the page. So I'm going to right click over here and then view the page. All right, so this is our about page, this is our story, this is everything over here, and then this is what our team members also over here. Okay, so now as you can see, everything is perfectly done over here. Okay, so now our about page is also done. Then the next page that we want to do is our services page. Okay, so our services page is what we're going to go on next. All right, guys, so we are going to create our services page. Now to create our services page, let's go to the services page itself and then see how the page looks like. So this is how the page looks like, and we want to design it using Elementor. So to be able to design it using Elementor, all what we need to do is to click on edit page over here, just like we did for our previous pages or the other pages. The same way is what we're going to do for this particular page also. So it's also very simple. We're going to click on the edit with Elementor button over there, and then wait for it to open, and then we can be able to go ahead to edit with Elementor. All right, so it is opened over here, and this is how it looks like, and we're gonna design the page using Elementor. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna create a hero session over here, and then we do all the things that we have to do. Okay, now there are two things that I'll pick from this page. Okay, I'm gonna pick the hero session, this one, and then also pick this particular one also, and then also I'll also pick this side also. So basically I'll use almost some of the things over here, so that I'm not going to how do I even say it, like recreate everything again. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this one, copy this one, come over here, right click over here, and then paste. Okay, now the only thing I need to do is to change this one from about us to our services. So our services. Okay, just like that. I'm okay, I'm done with it. Now the next side also, what I'm gonna pick is I'm gonna pick this particular side. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this one, copy this one, come over here, right click over here, and then paste. Okay, I'm gonna paste this one over here. So with this one, what I will do is I'm just going to use the services for all of them. So I'm going to just rename this one from our story to the first service that we're going to talk about. So let's look at the first service that we're going to talk about. So that is the cleaning, residential cleaning. Okay, so I'll just copy this one, come over here, and then paste this one over here, making it residential cleaning. Now use this one to describe the residential cleaning. So as you can see, I'm going to copy the whole residential cleaning itself, come over here, and then paste it over here. So this is how it looks like. Okay, and then I can change this image to any image, like a residential cleaning image or something. Okay, something like that. Yes. All right, so I can decide to even use this one. Okay, and then just use this one. So of course you can use any image that you want to use. Okay, it depends on you. And then what I'll do is I'll click over here, go to 8 advanced, and then instead of the top 80, I'm gonna give this one maybe a 50 top, and then also 0 bottom. Now the reason I'm giving 0 bottom is I want to duplicate this particular one. So if I duplicate this one over here, we're still going to have a space over here, because there is this padding over here. Okay, so what I'll do with this one is, now I don't want the images to be like this. Now I want to interchange this side. Okay, so we see the direction over here. Okay, now we have this one which says reverse roles. Okay, so I'm going to reverse it like this, making it like this. And then with this one, I will use a different how do you call it, service. Okay, so which is what, commercial cleaning. So I'm going to just come over here and then copy everything over here. I'm going to copy it and then use it for this side also. So as you can see, this is what it, and then over here I will choose a different image. So commercial cleaning, let me see how it is done. So you can decide to choose different one, okay, depending on. So I'm going to use this one for commercial cleaning. I'm going to use this particular image for commercial cleaning, and then I will still duplicate this one. So I'm going to duplicate this one. Okay, I will duplicate this one, and this time around I'm going to switch the rows, okay, again. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our normal one. So you see how it's looking like, like a zigzag with the images. Okay, so the same thing applies to this one. I'm going to change the cleaning. This one is what move in and then move out. So I'm going to go over here and then say move in, move out, and then I'll use this particular details or description over here, copy this one, come over here, and then delete this one and paste this one over here. So it's gonna be like this, and then with the move in, move out, I will use this image over here. Okay, so I'm going to use this image over here. So it's going to be something like this. Now as you can see, it looks very pretty, it looks very nice. Now the only thing I want to do is I want to give a space at the bottom of the last one. So I will go to the container over here, go to it advanced, and then give it my 80 space. Okay, so as you can see, now I have a space over there. Now the last thing I want to also do is to add the call to action. So that is the call to action, and you see it runs through all of them. So I'm going to copy this one, come over here and paste it over here. Just paste it over here, and we are good to go. So now we have our services page also designed, done. Okay, and then we can click on update and we are good to go. All right, so our services page is done. Let's take a look at how the services page looks like. So we're gonna go over here, right click and open in a new link, new tab, and then we take a look at how our services page looks like. So this is how our services page also looks like. Everything is quite okay, everything is done, and we are good to go. So as you can see, I just copied things from previous pages and just interchanged certain things, and I was able to create a services page just like that. Okay, just like that. Now the last page that we are going to create is the contact page. So with a contact page, we need to install a contact form. Okay, and that is a contact form plugin where we can use it to create our form. Okay, so because on the contact page we want a form, and then we use it to create our contact page. So I'm going to go to the dashboard and then go to plugins and then install a new plugin. All right, so to be able to install our, or to be able to create our contact page or design our contact page, now what we have to do is we need to have a form, because we want a form to be able to help us design our contact page. Now the form that we are going to install, or the form plugin that we're going to install, there are different kinds of form plugins, but let's go to the plugin section first. So go to plugins over here and then click on add new plugin. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and then search for form. Okay, just search for form or contact form, anything that suits form. Okay, so as you can see, we have the contact form 7, which is very popular. We have contact form by WP Forms, which is also very popular. And then we have another popular contact form which I like so much, is the Forminator over here. Okay, so Forminator is also another contact form, but in today's video contact form, I'm going to use contact form by WP Forms. Okay, so to do that, just click on install now over here and then click on activate to activate the form. All right, so once activated, you're gonna get this kind of like landing page over here where you have to create your first form. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on create your first form. Okay, so let's just click on let's go over here, and then I'm just going to ignore this particular one. Okay, so first of all, enter your name over here. So it's going to just go ahead and then just take you through whatever it is that you want to do. So I just want to just cancel this one, okay, so that it's not going to do whatever it wants to do with me. Now after entering the name of the form, what we have to do is to select a form. Now of course I don't want to create anything. I don't want to create anything from scratch. So this is the form that I want to use. It is already created for me. All what I need to click is what? Just use template. So I want to use this particular template to create my form. All right, so this is how it looks like, and this is how it's going to be like. So the only thing I want to change is I want to click over here and then go to it advanced over here, and then instead of medium I want to use large. Okay, so that it's going to be a big over here. The same thing applies to this one. Go to advanced, and then instead of medium I want to use large. Okay, so basically that is it. The same thing also applies to this one. I want to use large over here. Okay, so I think I'm good, I'm okay. Now the next one is when creating a form, okay, make sure that you check the settings of the form. Okay, that is with this one over here. So check the settings over here. Now with the settings, we have general settings, we have spam and protection settings, we have notifications, and we have confirmations. Okay, so check all of them. So this is how the form looks like. This is the submit button text. Okay, and then when it is submitting, it's going to change to what's sending. Okay, so anyhow you want it, you can be able to go ahead and then use it or turn it the way you want it. Now if you go to notifications, which is also very very important, now this is where your website sends emails to either you or whoever sends the message. So this is where your message will go when the person submit the form. This is the email address that your form details will go to. Okay, so make sure that you set it correctly. If you have a different email address, you can be able to do it. And if you want to add email address, just add comma and then just add another email address to it. So that is it. So I just wanted to show you this one. Okay, and then also confirmations over here, how you want the confirmation to be done. So after the person submits the form, what will the person see? Okay, so you can type anything that you want to type over here, or if you want to redirect the person to a new page, you can of course go to show page or go to URL over here. So as simple as that. So if everything is okay for us, all what we need to do is to click on save over here, and then we can embed the form into our page. Okay, so what we have to do is I'm just going to close this one because I want to copy the form shortcode. Okay, so as you can see, there is a shortcode over here, and this is the shortcode that you can use. Okay, and then also likely Elementor also have a widget where we can be able to use WP forms in it. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to go back to our contact page over here, click on edit, and then we start designing our contact page using the form that we've already built. All right, so what we are going to do is we're going to click on edit with Elementor. Okay guys, so now that we are over here, now we want to create a hero session before the form and other stuff come. Okay, so just like we did for the services and then for the about page, we want to just copy the hero session from this side. Okay, just copy this one, just copy it, come over here and then right click and paste. Okay, just right click and paste to have your hero session over here, and then change this one to contact us. Okay, as simple as that. And now we can add our form over here if you want. So I'm going to just click over here, just click on this one, use the first one, and then what I'll do is I'll click on this one, go to it advanced, I'm going to just unlink the padding over here, go over here and then just give it 50, and then bottom also 50 or 80. Okay, so let me just also give the bottom 50. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. Now I also want to go to the layout and then change the width. Okay, I want to change the width to maybe 800. Okay, so 800 is quite okay. Now over here I'll click on this one and I'll search for form. Okay, now as you can see we have WP forms over here. I'm going to drag the WP forms over here and then select the contact form that we created. So this is the contact form that we created, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so what we can do is we can go to style over here and then just change the button style, any style that you want. So with the button style over here, I can decide to go ahead and then use this blue color that we are using. I don't want any border radius, so I don't want it like this. Now of course with the size, you can even give it what, a large size or a medium size or whatever it is. Okay, depending on how you want it. Now also we own the field sizes also. You can also change it anyhow you want it. Okay, so also depends on how you want it. And then with the label also, you can change everything that you want. Okay, and if you go to advanced also, you can add your own custom CSS and other stuff over here. Okay, but I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm going to go to advanced over here, and then what I want to do is I just want to give a pattern of like 20. Okay, something like this, or maybe let me just say 25. Okay, so I want to give a pattern of 25 over here, and of course I can even go ahead and then give a border. Okay, so I can give a border radius, so I can give a solid border radius of maybe 1, and then use my color over here. Okay, so that it's going to be very nice over here. So now this is how our form looks like. Okay, so when somebody comes over here, the person can be able to submit any form that the person wants to submit over here, and that is it. Now after that, we can go ahead and click on update to update the form over here. So now we have our contact page. Now of course, if you want to add any contact details, you can be able to add it over here or anywhere you want to add it. Okay, but basically this is our simple contact page that we have. Okay, so that is how you can be able to create a contact page for yourself. Alright guys, so now we have our contact page done. We have all the pages that we want to use on the website also done. So let's take a look at how the website really looks like. Okay, so this is our contact page over here. So now we have our contact page done. Now if you go over here, you can check your home page also over here. Okay, so your home page is also done. If you go to the about page, you can also check your about page also. So this is how the about page also looks like. And then if you go to the services page, you can also check how the services page also looks like. Now we've done all the pages, but one thing we didn't do is to convert all the pages to mobile responsive. Now let's take a look at let's say the home page, for instance. Okay, let's take a look at the home page, for instance. Now if I right click over here and then I go to inspect right now. Okay, so let me just go to inspect right now, and then I want to view it in the mobile side. This is how it's going to be like. Okay, so as you can see, everything is there, all right, but it is not that neat for mobile. Okay, it is not optimized for mobile view. Okay, everything is haphazardly done, okay, on the mobile side. So we have to just streamline it, or redesign it for our mobile phone size. Okay, so now let's go ahead and then redesign the website to suit our mobile phone. I'm not going to close this particular side. I'm just going to go to our home page. That is the main reason why I did not close all the pages that I created. You see the home page over here, the about page also over here, and then the services page over here, and then a contact page over here, because we are going to redesign it or convert it to mobile responsiveness. So let's go ahead and then do that. Now, to be able to convert this particular page to mobile responsive, all what we need to do is, you see this responsive mode over here, which have a laptop and then um, a mobile device by the side. Just click on it over here. Okay, just click on it and you're going to see this bar showing over here. Okay, now first of all, we're going to go straight to the tablet portrait mode first. Okay, so this is how it's going to show on your tablet. Okay, so this is how it's going to be showing on your tablet. Now, of course, if you want to resize everything, you can do so. So I'm going to go ahead and then just resize certain things. So I'm going to go to style over here and then change from 73 to maybe just a smaller size over here. Okay, so let's say 47 is okay for me, and I think it's okay. Now, if I want to change something also over here, so maybe I just want to change this text over here, or maybe I want to reduce the size of the text, I can click over here and then just instead of Roboto over here, I'll just change it to Arial. Okay, just change it to Arial, then make it like maybe a 15 or 14. Okay, it depends on you, it depends on how you want it. The same thing applies to this one. I'm just going to just change it, change the text and other stuff. So instead of 55, I'm going to make it like a 40. Okay, so which is quite okay. And now I'll come here and then click over here first, go to advanced, and then instead of the 20, I'm going to give it like maybe a 5. Okay, all around. And then the padding also, I'm going to give it like maybe a 10. Okay, so 5, 10, and then I will copy this one, paste style. Okay, I'm going to paste style over here, and I'm going to paste style also over here. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so as you can see, it looks nice over here, and then we can even go ahead to reduce the font size also. So I'm going to go to the content over here, go to the typography, and then instead of the 22, I'm going to make it like maybe an 18. Okay, and then the same thing applies to the description also. So I'm going to click over here, and then with this description, I want to change it to Arial. Yeah, and then I want to change this one to maybe a 15. Okay, so now I can just copy this one and then click on paste style, right click and paste style, right click and paste style. So it's gonna be something like this, very sleek and neat. And the same thing, I'm going to right click on this one, copy it, come over here, right click, and then I'm going to paste style. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, and then with this one, I can go ahead and reduce the sizes. So I'm going to go to style over here, typography, instead of 18, I want to make it like a 15. Okay, so I'll copy this one, come over here, right click and paste style, right click and paste style. Okay, so this is going to be like this, and then this one I think is quite okay. So now we have our tablet mode done. Now we can switch to our mobile side also. So this is how it's going to be on the mobile side, and it's not really looking fine. Okay, so first of all, I want to click over here, and then I want to reduce the minimum height over here. Okay, so let me just reduce the minimum height a little bit to, let's say, 250 or so, 250 or so. And then over here, I'll click on this particular text and reduce the size also a little bit. So instead of the 47 for the other side, I want to make this one like a 32. Okay, or maybe a 33. Yeah, so something like this. And then as you can see, this particular one, all what I can do is I can just click on this one, go to style. I want to bring this one over here, click over here, go to style also, and then I can click on this particular one also over here, Then instead of the full width to be 100%, I'll make it like, let's say 50. Okay, the same thing applies to this one. Instead of the 100%, I'll make it 50. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this, which I don't think is okay. I don't think it's okay. So let me see this particular one also. So let me just increase the width for this one and see how it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and then see it. So it is what, row, horizontal. Oh, okay, so I'm going to just remove the items over here. So this one should start and this one shouldn't center. This one also should start. Okay. So let's just go ahead and then see why it is not. Oh, okay, so sorry, this one is pixel. Okay, it's supposed to be 50%, not just 50. So I want to reduce it to 50%, or maybe let me just make it like 48%. Okay, over here, this one also the same thing. As you can see, it is pixel over here, so change it to percentage over here, and then make it like the 48% or so. 48%. It still didn't work. Okay, so meaning that we can change this one to like 45, and as you can see, it worked over here. So I'm going to change this one also to 45. All right, so this one also works. So what I would do is I just want to go ahead into this particular one and reduce the size of the the text. Okay, so as you can see, now it is working. Go over here also, reduce the size of the text, the typography, make it like 14 or 13. Okay, and then now we can click over here and then bring it here, and then also bring this one also the same way. Okay, so as you can see, now we have this one done perfectly on the mobile side. Now let's go to this side also, so we can definitely go ahead and then make it the way we want it. Okay, it depends on how we want it. So what I want to do is just want to click over here and then go to it advanced, and then I'm just going to remove the padding. Okay, so I'm going to just say maybe 20. Okay, so 20 all around. Okay, so 20 all around is quite okay. As you can see, everything falls within. Okay, so 20 all around for the pattern is also quite okay. Now let's look at this particular one over here. So let's just pick this one. Now first things first, so we can go over here and then go to the layout. Okay, go to the layout and then scroll down and see, you see the gap is too much over here, so we want to make the gap like maybe like a 10. Okay, which is quite okay for me. And with this one also, I can click over here, go to it advanced, and then I want to remove all padding, remove all margin also, and then first of all, I want to give this one a negative padding of 20. Okay, so if it doesn't work, then I'll give it a negative margin of 20, because I see that there is space at the top there, so I'll give it a negative margin of 20 to remove that particular space over there. Now as you can see, now everything is working perfectly. Over here also, we can reduce the size of this text over here from 40 to, let's say, 25, or let me just make it 26. Okay, 40 to 26, which is also quite okay. Now I think everything is quite okay over here. Let's reduce this one also to 26. Go to advanced, go over here, and then from 40 to 26, which is also quite okay. So now everything is also done. Over here, we want to come over here, reduce the size also. So we come to this place, and then instead of the 35, let me just remove it to 19 is quite okay. And then with the contact us also, we can just reduce the size from 55 to let's say 45, okay, which is also quite okay. And then we can just go ahead and also reduce this one a little bit. So this one is also quite okay. So now everything is perfectly done for us. Now we are good to go. So I can just hit update over here. And now if I come over here and then if I refresh it, I'm supposed to have a perfect mobile site. So as you can see, now the mobile site is looking what is looking wonderfully made over here. Okay, so now our mobile site is what is good. We do same for the about us page also. So with the about us page also, we're gonna do same for it. So I'm gonna click over here, responsive mode over here. Go to tablet also. Just check the tablet and see if everything is all right with the tablet. You are good to go. So with the tablet, I think the only thing wrong is with this place over here. So what I'll do is I'm just going to reduce the font and other stuff a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here, go to its margin over here and give it a margin of, let's say, 0 margin. Okay, so give it a 0 margin, and then I'm going to go ahead, copy this one. I'm going to go ahead and paste style, go ahead, paste style, go ahead and paste style. All right, so now I want to reduce the text a little bit. So I can go ahead, go to style over here, and then go to content over here also. Now the title, I will reduce it from 22 to, let's say, 18. Okay, and then when I go to the typography also, that is for the description, I reduce it from 16 to, let's say, 15. Okay, which is quite okay. So I can just copy this one also and then paste style. Okay, so paste style over here, just copy this one also, paste style, copy this one also, and then paste style. So now as you can see, this one also is what is correctly done. I can also reduce this one a little bit, go to a style, come over here, instead of 45 you can make it like a 35 or so. Okay, so now everything is what quite okay. Our team members are great. Our call to action also is what is doing fine. So now we are good to go. Just click on update over here and let's go to the mobile responsive side. So we're gonna go to the mobile side also, and now as you can see with the mobile side we have to reduce this a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, click over here, and then just reduce it a little bit from 45 to, let's say, 40. Okay, go to the container also, and then we're gonna just shift it a little bit from 300 to, let's say, 200. All right, so this is also quite okay. Now over here we do same for what we did for the home page also. So what we can do is what I can do is, let me just copy this one and see if I can paste style over here. I haven't tried this one before, but I know it's going to work. So let me just right click over here and see if I can paste style and see. So as you can see, it works perfectly well. Okay, so now we can just paste style and we are good to go. So this is okay. I can just reduce this one a little bit, not just too much, a little bit. Okay, so just go over here, change this one from Roberto to Arial, and then change this one to maybe 16. Okay, so which is quite okay. Now I can go also over here and unlink this one and then give it 20 margin. Okay, so now everything is fine. Now over here also we can just click over here and then reduce the size a little bit from 35 to maybe 30 or so, or let me make it like a 25. Okay, so 25 is quite okay, or 26, 27, 28. Yeah, 28 is quite okay. And then I think for the professionalism and all those things, I think it's it's quite okay. There's nothing to change about. I also want to copy this one over here, copy it, come over here and change this one also. Right click over here and then paste style, and then come over here also, just change it from 18 to maybe 15, okay, which is also quite okay. Now what I want to do is I want to click over here and then go to layout over here, and then scroll down and then change this one to maybe 15, okay, so which is also quite okay. Or you can decide to just ignore it, but let's change it to, let's say, 10, okay, which is also quite okay. With the same thing applies to this particular one also. Go over here and then change this one to, let's say, 10, okay. See that it moves right. Now go over here and then go to it advanced, unlink the margin, give it a negative margin of 20. It's gonna move up, okay. So as you can see, go to this one also, go to it advanced also over here, and then remove the 80 over here and make it like a 20 or so, okay. So I'm gonna make it like a 20, okay. So it's gonna be something like this, 20 all around, okay. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. So everything is what perfectly done. And with this one also, we can just reduce the size a little bit, just like we did this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come over here, copy this one, just copy it, come over here, and then just paste style, okay, paste style, come over here, copy this one also, just copy it, come over here, and then paste style, so that I don't go through all those steps in recreating or designing it again. Come over here, copy this one, come over here, and then we're gonna paste style on this particular one. So this is how it's going to be like, okay. So now we're also good to go on the about page. We're gonna click on update to update what we did. So the next one that we do is the services page, and with this one I'm gonna give it to you as an assignment for you guys to do, okay. So you have to work on the services page as an assignment. I'm not going to do it for you. And then also the contact page also, you have to work on it yourself, okay. Now this one is the cheapest, is the easiest. You just, you know, go to wherever we've done like the about page over here. Where's about it? This particular page over here. Just copy this one all over here, come to the contact page, click over here, come over here, and then just right click with this one, paste style, okay. It's gonna shrink for you. Now go back to the about page, just right click on this one, copy it, come here, and then right click over here and then paste style. So this is how you get it, okay. So simple as that. Now with this one, you see that it has automatically done what you want for it for you want it to do for you, but the site did not really show well, okay. So what we'll do is click on the container itself, go to it advanced, okay, and then just unlink all the pattern that you have, okay. Just unlink all the pattern and then give it like you know, a margin of 20, okay. So as you give it a margin of 20, see how it's going to be like. Yeah, you're not going to see even what you created, okay. So we're not going to do like that. So what we will do is we'll just give it a pattern of what, 20 over here, and as you can see, it has shown for us nicely over here. So that is how you can be able to do or redesign your contact page for your mobile devices. Now after you are done, just click on update it. Now as you can see, we've done all except the services, and I told you it is your assignment, okay. It is your assignment. Now if you have any question, just put it in the question side over there. I'll be able to you know, help you out, but this is your assignment, and I know you guys will be able to figure it out and then solve it, because I've done almost all of them for you, okay. So that is it. So now we are done with all the pages, converting all the pages to mobile responsive. We are done with creating all our pages and designing all our pages. The only thing left for us to do is to design our header and then our footer. Okay, and that is what we want to do now. Now guys, we are at the step 7, which is the last step of creating this business website or this cleaning company website, and that step is the header and then a footer. Now of course, I have shown you how you guys can be able to create a professional header and footer, and a header and footer, gives the website a very bright, kind of like, I don't know how to say it, but then it glorifies the website. It makes the website stand out. It makes the website really nice. Okay, so that is what you have to do for your website. You see this header, which is not really nice because I don't have a company logo. I haven't even arranged the the items over here. Well, everything is what haphazardly done. Okay, so I'm going to just make a very nice footer and then a very simple footer, nice one, and then also very simple header. Now what we want to do is we want to make it like a sticky header, okay, whereby when people scroll, it's going to be what, sticky. Okay, and then what we also want to do is we want to make it in such a way that when somebody scroll, the logo will also change to a different color. Okay, and then the bar over here will also change to a different color. Okay, and that is what we want to do. So let's go ahead and then create our header for our website. Now, to create the header for the website, we first of all need to create a menu for the website. So to be able to do that, I'm going to go back to the dashboard over here, and then I'm going to create the menu for our website. So to create a menu, I'm going to go under appearance over here. There is menu over here, so I'm going to click on menus over here. All right, so this is my menu section. As you can see, I have no menu over here. I haven't created any menu, so I just want to create a menu called the main menu. Okay, so that is the main menu, and then I'll set it as well the primary menu, and then it's also going to be my mobile menu. Okay, and then I'll click on create over here, create menu over here. Now I have created my menu, but there is no menu items in the menu over here. So all what I need to do is to bring some items over here. So I'm going to click over here to view all, and then select all these particular things that we have created, the pages that we've created, bring them all over. So we have the home page, about page, the services page, and then the contacts page. Okay, all these menu items, we are bringing them over here, and I'm going to click on save menu. All right, so now if I go over here and I refresh the website, you see that it will rearrange itself very well. So we have the home page, the about page, the services page, and then the contact page over here. Now we have our menu for our website. Now we can go ahead and then create or customize the header and then the footer. So I'm going to go ahead and click on customize, this button over here, okay, to go to the customization as side of the website. Now you can also come to menu, come to the dashboard over here, and then under appearance you see customize over here. It's going to take you to the same page that we are opening over here. Okay, so do not worry about it. You're going to be able to go to the same page if you use that side also. Now this is the customization section. Okay, now at the customization section, you are able to customize your colors, your header, your footer, your general settings. You do the page layout, search results, identity, and all those kind of stuff. Okay, a whole lot of things that you do over here. Now let's start with header, because okay, so first of all, let's start with our colors. Okay, so our colors over here, I'm going to just change the colors that I want. So I want this color to be my color that I have over here. Okay, so I'm going to change this one to this particular color. So I'm going to just paste it over here. So it's going to be what, this one for me. So this is the color that I want. Okay, and then you can change the side background, you can change the content background, you can also change the the content, whatever it is, above whatever it is, and all those kind of stuff. Now the content links, okay, I do not want any underline. I just want a simple link over there. And then the link color, I want it to be my main website color, which is this particular one over here. Okay, that is exactly what I wanted, this one. Okay, and then when somebody hover on it, maybe it should show to any color that you want, but I think when somebody hover on it, let me see, when somebody hover on it, I want it to show like a deep green, a deep blue. Okay, just like this one over here. So now I am okay. I can click on publish. I'm okay with my colors. Now let's go back over here and then see the buttons also. So as you can see, this is how your buttons looks like. You can check your your colors over here and see if the car is the same thing that you want. If it's okay, you are good to go. Border radius, if you want any border radius, you can give it, but I don't want any border radius for my button, so I'm going to give it 0 and then publish it. So I think everything is quite okay for me. I don't need to change anything or do anything. All what I need is it. And then with the typography also, I'm going to change the system font or the base font to Arial. Okay, so I want this particular one Arial, and then everything should be okay. Since it will inherit this particular one, I think it's okay. I'm just going to publish it, and then let's go back over here. Let's go back, and then let's go to our header. Okay, that is the main thing that we want to do. Now with our header, we can check our logo over here and then set our logo for it. So we're gonna just set our logo. Now we don't have our logo over here, so let's just go ahead and then see where our KD cleaning is. And then as you can see, our logo is over here. Okay, so this is our logo, and we're going to just drop it in here, and then we're going to use it. Okay, so we're going to use this particular logo. I'm going to just use, so as you can see, this is how the logo looks like, but the logo is not that visible. Okay, it's not really visible, so meaning that we need a background for it. Okay, we need a background for it. So how do we get a background for it? Unless maybe we change the logo color to a different color. Okay, so but if this is what we want, then we need a background color for it. So first of all, I want to remove something. I just want just the logo alone. I do not want logo and title. And then I can also decide to maximize my logo to like 255, which is okay for me. And then if everything is okay, I can go to design also and change everything I want to change. But if everything is okay for me, I can be able to publish it. Now let's see if I can change the color over here. That is the background. So you see, when I hover on this particular side, it goes to, it says what, main row. Okay, so main row, I can decide to click over here and then give me the settings over here. Now I can go to the design over here and I can change the background. Okay, so with the background, I can click over here and then use our website color. Okay, so this is our website color, and if that is what you want, if that is what we want, we can be able to use it. Okay, use it for it. But if that is not what we want, we can just just deepen it a little bit. Okay, so let's say we want it to be something like this. Okay, so we can just deepen it a little bit. Okay, so let's say this is our logo, and over here also we can decide to change the colors for this one. So just click on this wrench icon or the settings icon over here, and it'll bring you this panel over here. Now you can be able to click on this one and set this one to any color that you want. When somebody hover on it, what do you want it to be? You can change it to a color that you want over here also. And then the active color also, you can change it to an active color that you want also over here. Okay, so basically I think we are good to go. So this is how our main logo, our main header looks like. Okay, so if you think it's okay for you, you can publish it, but I want to add a button over here. So I just want to add one button over here, and I'm going to click over here and then just say book now. Okay, so I'm going to just say book now, and I'm going to add the contact us URL over here. So with this contact over here, I'll just say contact. All right, so you can add a full URL over here, but I just decided to do this way. Okay, and then over here I want to go to a design. Okay, and then change the colors. Okay, so let's look at the background colors over here. So with the background color, we want it to be white. Okay, and then with the text color also, you can just use this text color. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, now when somebody hover on it, you can make it to a change color or not change color depending on how you want it. Okay, so this is what the hover color also. So when somebody when somebody decide to hover on it, so I want it to be white. Okay, and then I want the background also no background over here. Okay, and then I want border also. I want the border color to be this one. Okay, so let's say when I hover on it right now, it's gonna be something like this. But if I want the border color to be white, it will be what it will be white. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it's gonna be like. So if I want a border, okay, so it's gonna be what border over here. I want it to be just one. So if I hover on it right now, this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so this is exactly how I want it, and this is how it's going to be like. Now with a border radius, no border radius, so we're just going to click on save, publish over here. So now we have we have our we have our header done. Okay, so we are doing the header based on this particular logo over here, but then of course if you have a different logo, you can change it and make it what anyhow you want it. So now we have our header done. Now let's say we want a different kind of like a header, like I told you, a sticky header. Okay, so we want to enable sticky. So if you go over here under the header, okay, so let's go over here and go to header over here. Now under it, you see that we have what transparent and then sticky. Okay, so we want to use a sticky header, and then you do want to enable sticky header. I'll say what yes on the main row, and then that's it. So you can use different logo for stack header or whatever it is. Okay, so you see when I hover on it, this is how it shows. Okay, or when I scroll, this is how it shows. Okay, so that is it. So you can use different logo for your header or not. Okay, it depends on you, but I'm just going to if you want to use different logo, just click on this one, or like toggle this one over here. Okay, and then also when there's there's a sticky header, you need to change the background and all those kind of stuff. So I'm going to go over here to design over here, and then as you can see, these are the what are the site title color, logo icon color, navigation colors over here. So with the navigation colors, we want to make it what black. Okay, or 44444 242424. Okay, so 242424, and then when somebody hover on it, want it to be this. When somebody also when it is active, want it also to be this particular one. Okay, so if I scroll on it right now, this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so guys, as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, so that is exactly how we want it to be like. Okay, so that is what that is it. So this is our header, and I think it's looking great. The only thing we need to change is what is the logo. We give it what a different logo for the different how do you call it, the sticky header. Okay, but then aside that, I think everything is quite okay, everything is nice, and we can go ahead and then publish it, or we can even go ahead and then change the color over here. We can just change the color and make it a little bit like blue or something. Okay, so a little bit blue or something like this. So when I do like this, you see that now the logo is what is showing over here. Okay, so it all depends on how you want it and what you want. So let's say I want to use this color, okay, light blue color over here. So I can copy this one, come over here, and then just paste this blue color over here. So now it's gonna be like this, but now our logo color is the same thing as what I pasted over here. So the only thing I can do is I can decide to just make it a little bit blue, okay, or just make it something like this, or make it a different color, okay. Just make it a different color, not the same color, but make it a different color, okay. And that is it. But if not, then it is better that you just don't give it any color over here. And this one is quite okay. Okay, so I think this is quite okay. I can just go ahead and publish it for it. Now we are almost through with our header. The only thing we want to do also is to make sure that it is mobile and then tablet responsive. So when you go to tablet and when you go to mobile, make sure that everything is perfectly done. Now with the trigger over here, make sure that you choose the right thing that you want. So with the trigger, I'm going to choose white. Okay, the color should be white, and then the same thing also should be white. Okay, so now that is it. So yeah, I think it's okay. Let me just hide this one for me to see. Okay, so I need to just just make sure that this one is what the size is reduced a little bit. Okay, so I need to reduce this size a little bit. So as you can see, now everything is working properly. Now the only thing also is to check this side. Okay, so how do you check this side? So let's go over here, and then it is the canvas over here. Okay, so that is it, the canvas over here. So we're gonna click over here, and the side, how do you want it full width, slide out, slide left, right, or whatever it is. So I want it to be what it is over there. So as you can see, it is what side panel, and then I want the background to also change. Okay, so pop-up background, I want you to change to a little bit deeper color. Okay, so something like this. So let's take a look at it. If I click over here, this is how it's going to look like. Okay, and then you can check the how do you call it, the design of this particular one also. So I want this one to be something like this. Okay, yeah, so that is what's quite okay. And then I want a button also over here, so I'm gonna just add a button to this place. I'm gonna add a button to this place, and with a button I'm just gonna say book now, just like I did for the main one, book now. And then I'm gonna add a URL contact also over here, and then you can choose the visibility of the button and all that, but I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to publish it. I'm going to go to it, design, also the color and all those things, the background colors. You can choose the background colors that you want. So with the background color, I'm going to choose white, and then with the text color, I'm going to choose this one also. So with this one, I want to make it simple, so that it's going to be like this. Okay, so I think we are done with also our mobile side. We can publish it and we are good to go. So that is with the header. Now let's move ahead and go to the footer. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the footer. So with the footer, this is how it's gonna be like. So I'm gonna exit this one, okay, to the main side, and then go to the footer. So with the footer, we don't have nothing over here. Now all what I want is, I just want this simple footer, but I don't want WordPress theme by Cadence and all those things. Even though I'm using it, I still don't want it. So what I want to do is I want to click on this one to change the copyright. So I'm going to go to general over here, and then remove the theme credit over here. Okay, I'm just going to remove the theme credit, and then it says what at KD 2024 KD cleaning company, and then I'll just put this one over here and say powered by Kitech Digital. All right, so this is how I want it. And with the Kitech Digital, I even want I want to link my website to it. Okay, and then I can just click on it. Okay, so just like this. But as you can see, I don't want an underline or something like that, so I'm going to go to design over here, and then the link style, no underline. Okay, the also the link and all those things. Now first of all, I want to change the background, so I'm going to go over here, then come here, and then the background design over here, I want to the bottom over here, the bottom over here, I want to change it to like a black. Okay, just want it to be black, just black. Okay, so I think black is quite okay. I'm just going to let me go over here and see. All right, so I think that is it. So yeah, so I think we are good to go. Okay, let me just click over here, go back again, go to the footer again, and then click this one, and let's see how. So this is the bottom spacing. I don't want any bottom spacing over here. Okay, and then let me click on this particular one also and see. Let me just click here and see. Let's go to this one. All right, so let me just click over here and come back again, and as you can see, I don't want top spacing also. Okay, so it's gonna be something small over here, something pretty small. The copyright over here, I want to go over here and then change the font to white. Okay, so I want it to inherit everything, but I want the text, the size not to be 17. I want it to be like a 14. Okay, so 14 is okay. And then the style, I want it to be regular. All right, so I think 14 is quite okay. And the link color also, I want it to be this color. Yeah, so now I think everything is okay, and I can click on publish to publish it. So now we are done with our our website, and when I close this particular one using this close, this is how our website looks like, and when you scroll, this is how it also looks like. So everything is perfectly done. Everything is perfectly done. Okay, so this is how you can be able to create a business website for yourself. As you can see, we have created a fully fledged business website where we can be able to go ahead and then see the home page, the about page, the services page, and then contact page, add a book now button and all those kind of stuff in it, making it a very wonderful website for yourself.